Hi guys, in my previous video I presented my own views about our God, so if you have not watched that video then I urge you to please watch that video first. In that video I said that this whole universe is our God and this fact is supported by almost all our holy books. Also I said that the gods who made us are different from the ultimate God and were extraterrestrial beings that came from another planet and who were immortal beings that used their advanced knowledge of science and technology to artificially evolve an ape that used to live on earth at that time to create us. Although this fact is not written as it is in our holy books, but is heavily implied, and if you too will use science and logic to read and analyze these holy books and the various mythological stories mentioned in them, then I am sure that you too will come to the same conclusion. And in this video, I will provide the proofs, facts, and thoughts that support my conclusion that the gods mentioned in our holy books came from another planet. First proof, our holy books and the stories mentioned in them. We all know that our holy books are filled with mentions and stories of gods and angels. Some people, instead of critically and logically analyzing these books, just worship them blindly, while some people downright reject everything that is written in these books and consider them as just myths. I think that both these attitudes are wrong because I think that not everything that is written in our holy books is 100% true or 100% false. Some things are right while some are not. We will discuss this in great detail, but before that, I want to say that for a long time I also thought that these books were a work of fiction and not true, as they are filled with mentions of magic and miracles. And being a student of science, I had a hard time accepting these facts or these books as historical records, as magic or miracles do not exist. Everything that happens in our universe follow the rules of the universe. But one day a thought came into my mind. Imagine that somehow a person who was alive thousands of years ago on our earth, when these holy books were being written, is somehow teleported to our current age of science and technology. Then tell me how they would feel and also how they would react upon seeing our airplanes, self driving cars, TVs, smartphone, etc. They would simply not believe their eyes, right? And also tell me what words will they use after going back to describe these fascinating events with their friends. We all know that they would use words like magic and miracle because these are the words people use when they simply do not understand the mechanism behind a fascinating event. But we all know that there is nothing magical or miraculous behind our airplanes, cars, TVs, or smartphones. They are all possible because of our science and technology. But that person lived in an age where science and technology had not made such progress, and maybe it was limited in the hands of our gods. And so they could not understand it and used words like magic or miracles to describe it. And this thought opened my eyes, and by using this newfound attitude, I read our holy books and the various mythological stories associated with them thoroughly. And also analyzed them with science and logic and found that I was right. These books were not written by our gods. They were written by people of that age when science and technology of humans was at its infancy. And so, while describing the abilities of our gods and also the various fascinating things they could do with the help of their highly advanced alien technology, they used words like magic and miracles as they could not understand the hidden mechanisms behind it. And before anyone says that our gods indeed used magic or miracles to do all the wonderful and fascinating things mentioned in our holy books, then I am sorry, but you are absolutely wrong. Look around yourself. We can also do a lot of wonderful things by using science and technology. Magic and miracles do not exist. And so, if our gods could also do all those things, then they must be using some kind of highly advanced technology, even more advanced than ours. And people at that time could not understand it and labeled it as divine or magical. But if we deeply analyze these stories, then we can clearly see that our gods did not have unlimited powers and even they had limits to what they could or could not do. For example, in Hindu religion, there is a very famous mythological story about the creation of Amrit. Amrit was a special liquid that had the ability to make its drinker immortal. The main gods of Hindu religion are immortal, but their children called Devatas and Rakshas were not immortal. So they pleaded these gods to make them immortal like them, but instead of making their own children immortal by just clapping or uttering some magical words, these gods forced them to churn a sea full of special fluid for hundreds of years to create the Amrit. This is known as Sagar Manthan. So, as we can see clearly, that even the gods that created mankind could not do anything they wanted and had limits to what they could or couldn't do. I believe that this Sagar Manthan was done to create enough energy to create Amrit. And so I believe that these gods were using some kind of technology to create Amrit. There are a lot of other examples too that prove my point. If someone desired a boon to become invincible, then the gods, instead of just uttering and making it happen, gave them something to eat or drink or a weapon or armor that was divine, or should I say made with advanced alien technology. If someone wanted the ability to become invisible, then rather than granting them the ability to become invisible at will, they were given a ring or something to wear that had the ability to make its wearer invisible, again showing that maybe these things used alien technology to do such things. Also, if someone wanted the ability to fly as a boon rather than giving them the ability to fly at will, they were given wings or flying carpet or vimans that had the ability to fly, again showing that these objects must have hidden mechanisms and technology inside them that would have allowed these things to fly, again showing that even the gods had to follow the rules of the universe. They couldn't simply do anything they wanted and used things and objects to give boons and perform miracles. That must have been done with the help of some kind of hidden technology. And again, going back to the example of Amrit, why does gods have to make someone eat or drink something to give them any ability? It clearly shows that they were using some kind of hidden technology. Also, it is clearly written in Bible and Quran that the ruler of hell was once a loyal servant to the god and was his favorite angel. And even in Hindu religion, it is clearly mentioned that both Devatas, meaning angels, and Rakshas, meaning demons, were created by the gods. So we can see clearly that our god or gods intentionally or unintentionally created these monsters that are doing terrible things in this universe. And if you still believe that the god or gods that created mankind are ultimately powerful beings that can do anything they want, then why could not they stop these monsters? Why does bad things happen to good people even now on earth? Why couldn't they remove evil from their own children or servants or loyal followers? Why can't they simply eradicate all evil from this universe? If you read old holy books, then you will realize that even when our gods were on earth, they could not control evil or stop unnecessary wars and bloodshed and torture of innocent souls, and were forced to create heaven and hell and also leave this planet. All these facts clearly prove my point and show that the gods mentioned in our holy books, the gods that created us, are not ultimately powerful beings and had limits to what they could or couldn't do. But if you are still not satisfied, then take the example of mankind. Looking at the extraordinary fast rate of technological and scientific advancements around us, imagine how advanced the human race will become in a few hundred or thousand years if somehow we do not face extinction from any catastrophic event. We will also become immortal like our gods. No matter how strange it may sound, it is quite possible. Many scientists believe that dying is a disease and are working hard to make very small machines that are called nanomachines that can be injected in our blood and that can work like the cells of our bodies and can artificially increase our lifespan. I am sure that after making this Amrit like technology, we will also become immortal like our gods. And by using our longer lifespans and advanced spaceships, we will travel outside our solar system and find life on other planets of the galaxy. Now imagine if such spaceship that contains our best scientists and engineers discover the planet that has life, but not intelligent life like us. Now, what do you think these scientists or engineers are going to do upon finding such a planet? We all know that they will take samples from every living organism on that planet and perhaps will make a hybrid organism by using genetic engineering that is intelligent like us. And this new species of intelligent beings will worship their makers as gods. Yeah, if you feel some kind of similarity, then you are not wrong. I believe that this scenario that will happen in future has already happened in past on our own planet. And the gods mentioned in our holy books are extraterrestrial beings that came from another planet and used their advanced knowledge of science and technology and genetics to evolve us. And if anyone says that it's not possible, then listen carefully. Our knowledge about DNA and genetics is still growing, but still we have created hybrid plants and fruits by mixing the DNAs of two different plants and fruits. And so in near future it is quite possible to use DNA and genetics to create hybrid animals that would have the desired features and abilities in them. And also the mentions of hybrid beings like centaurs and demons that look like mixture between humans and animals, etc. in our holy books is proof that this technology was already present at that time and was used by angels, demons and our gods. Also, our holy books are filled with information about our universe. I will make another video about our universe where I will demonstrate that our holy books accurately describe the origin and end of our universe. And since the people of that time did not have the equipments and technology that we have now, but still such detailed information about our universe exists in our books, then this points towards the fact that maybe this information was given to them by their gods. And I believe all this gives credibility to our holy books. But still, I want to say that not everything that is written in our holy books is true, as these books were written by men and not gods. So, even though I believe that a lot of things are true in our books, I also believe that a lot of things are not true and were probably added by people that use these holy books to scare people in the name of God and to rule over them. So don't worship these books blindly. Also, I know that a lot of people will feel that I am disrespecting our God or gods by calling them extraterrestrial beings or aliens. So I want to clarify that I deeply respect our gods and creators. But instead of worshipping them, I treat them as my parents, as these gods are just like parents to us. And also, I don't think it is disrespectful to use science and technology and logic to find the answers about our own gods. But I will also tell you what I think is disrespectful towards our gods. Instead of reading your holy books yourself, relying on someone else for everything related to God, and also worshipping this human being as your God is disrespectful towards our gods. Killing or hurting other people in the name of religion or God is disrespectful towards our gods. Instead of becoming intelligent and knowledgeable like our gods, treating science as a difficult subject and ignoring answers about our universe, earth, and even our body is disrespectful towards our gods. Rather than making yourself strong and able like our gods, begging or praying to them for every big or small thing is being disrespectful towards our gods. So I request you to remove any religious middleman from your life and communicate directly to your own makers or gods. Rather than worshipping them, make them your idol and try to become intelligent, strong, disciplined, and knowledgeable like our gods. Work hard, use your talents and abilities to achieve something, and also become a good person so that our gods may feel proud. In the next video too, I will talk about the facts and evidence that supports my claim that the gods that created mankind came from another planet. Also, if you want to know the answers of your every question related to God, soul, heaven, hell, and the universe, then feel free to read my book on Amazon. Link is in the description. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.